Hi everyone, this is Christina Barr with Black Tea News, and I'm here with Tony McFadden, who has a tremendous pro-life story. So if you could just quickly, I know there's so much to tell,
Yeah,
but
I can shorten it.
yeah.
Well, I had a chemical abortion my senior year in high school, and I had complications with it, actually. I took the first set of pills in at the abortion clinic, and then I was supposed to take the second set 24 to 48 hours later, and I did, but they actually didn't work, and I ended up severely hemorrhaging 2 months later. So my goal is really to expose the lies of abortion. There's so many women who have had abortions in their past that are hurting in silence because society says it's normal, but I don't think it will ever be normal because it changes a woman, because we're called to give life and not to take it.
So what kind of reaction do you get when you share your story? I'm sure there's plenty of people who appreciate it. I was very touched when I heard the story, but I've seen women who share their regret, and they're very, very pushed back on the pro-choice movement.
Well, I think there's a lot who aren't healed yet. They've had their own abortions, and if they have to admit that what they did, that means they have to, admit that and take action behind that. And a lot of women, it's easier to just stuff it down and act like it doesn't matter. And so I have a lot of compassion on those women because I know they're just hiding the reality. They don't want to live in that reality. I didn't want to live in that reality for a very long time, and I was very angry. And I was very, just trying to justify what I did instead of taking ownership. And it was when I started taking ownership that's what set me free. So when I'm sharing my story, sometimes I get a lot of hate. I'll get hate on my social media saying, oh, you can have an abortion, you're going to force other women not to. And I'm like, no, when you know better, you do better. And so I don't want a woman to have the same regret that I have to live with. So I'm actually caring for women, doing the very opposite of what they claim that I'm doing.
So can you speak to a little bit about redemption over condemnation for these women?
Yes. So I became a Christian when I was 21 years old, and that was the start of my healing. It was then where Jesus just really helped me to see that he covers everything. There's not just like one little part that he covers. Like the gospel is enough. His blood was enough to cover my sins. And so me condemning myself over and over again would be saying, your death wasn't enough for me. And so that journey took a while. But when it really hit my soul and hit my heart that this is what he came to do to set me free, that's when I was able to give my story over to him, and he was able to use it for a purpose to set other people free. So it's not even about me, it's more about him.
And if you don't mind me asking, what was it that made you want to get the abortion in the first place?
Well, I think, number one, I was uneducated about even the procedures. I had no idea about fetal development. So my boyfriend didn't want me to keep it. My best friend told me that I can't use, she's like, you're about to graduate, you can't have a baby right now. And then I was afraid to tell my parents. So I never even went to my parents at all. And now that they know, they said they would never have encouraged an abortion, that they would have been disappointed, but they would have walked me through that. So I was believing a lot of lies that I wish I would have had someone in the pro-life movement being able to intercede and share the truth with me. So that's another reason I do what I do.
So what happened with your boyfriend?
Well, here's the interesting thing about redemption is that he actually broke up with me the day after he brought me to the abortion clinic. And so I never thought I was ever going to see him again, honestly. But he ended up coming back almost 10 years later to apologize to me. And not only that, he had become a Christian too. And so then I married him. So we've been married for 13 years, and God has blessed us with 4 beautiful children, and we were able to honor our unborn baby at our wedding, just to acknowledge that every time we share our story, we believe he's not just another statistic, that his story is impacting others too.
Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you go to blackteennews.com and check out different articles, different videos, and also check out our merchandise. If you like what I do, you can also support the website on the donate page. And I'd also like to give a special shout out to my gold sponsors who made it possible for me to go to the March for Life. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell. God bless.